Charlotte Works is the workforce development board serving Mecklenburg County and your source for the latest labor market news. Welcome to our latest healthcare industry overview, looking at the state of the healthcare industry in the Charlotte region in 2024. Starting with, where are the healthcare jobs located? So here on the map of Mecklenburg County, you can see pretty good representation across the whole of the county, a strong concentration of jobs near our premier hospitals just outside of Uptown. You see strong concentration, Huntersville, near the University, Matthews, Ballantyne, South Park. But again, pretty good representation across the entirety of the county, just a lower concentration on the far west side of Mecklenburg County, and then down towards the border with South Carolina as well. When we look at the employment in this industry, you see we are below the national average here, but it does still employ 60,000 individuals. So it's still one of our largest industry employers here locally, just below that national average of 100,000 for a similarly sized metro. The earnings per job, again, strong earnings per job of just over 80,000. And when we look at the demand here, we see just over 1,800 jobs are posted in this industry monthly. So again, that is below the national average, but still strong demand, one of the largest industries here in Mecklenburg County. And you see here this graph, you see the national average, we are below that national average, but we have seen strong growth over the past 5 years. We've seen an 11% growth over the past 5 years and projected to stay right about on that trend with a 10% growth projected over the next 5 years. When we look at some of the demographic statistics of this industry, we see just below the national average retirement risk of employees age 55 or over in this industry, slightly above the national average in terms of racial diversity employed in this industry, and slightly above the national average in terms of gender diversity employed in this industry. When we look at the unemployment rate trend in this industry over time, you see that peak in the early days of the pandemic back in 2020 that has come down consistently, and we remained fairly consistent throughout the entirety of 2023 here with a pretty low unemployment, and really even lower than our pre-pandemic unemployment rate for this industry. And again, that's on top of seeing this industry grow over those past few years. And when we look at this industry's demographics by age, you can see that concentration of prime age workers here. You can look at the breakdown by race and ethnicity of white, black, African American, Hispanic or Latino, and Asian workers. And then the breakdown by gender, you see it's a predominantly female employed industry. Over 80% of the employees here are female. Looking at some of the top occupations here, obviously a lot of healthcare driven occupations. And then you see those ancillary occupations as well, management occupations, educational instruction as well. When we look at the demand here, the employers that are hiring, we had over 1,400 employers competing for talent in this industry last year. You see the top two there, no surprise, Atrium Health and Novant Health as our top employers hiring in the region. You saw over 22,000 job postings over the past year, and you see what those job postings are demanding. You see the demand for registered nurses remains strong, LPNs, and medical surgeons, patient services coordinators. You see strong demand for a number of occupations. When we look at this industry gain and drain here, you see most of these are sub-industries of the healthcare industry. Just a couple to point out here, colleges and universities. You see individuals moving from college into healthcare and then also moving from healthcare into colleges and universities. So those are some feeder industries here. And when we look at what are the top skills in demand, no surprise to see nursing as the top skill demanded in this industry, as it was the top occupation in demand. Medical records, nursing practices, nursing care, data collection. So we see strong demand for, again, a lot of those clinical occupations here in the healthcare industry. And then when we look at the gross economic impact here to the region, this industry contributed just under $6 billion in gross regional product here to the region. And you can see that that's significantly higher than it was about 10 years ago. So that's just under half. You see it was about 3 3.25 back in 2012. So this is an industry that continues to grow in its economic impact. And down here, you can see those industries that it's, a supplier to, and it's one that it's purchasing from as well. So a significant economic impact on our local economy.
For more information or for assistance as a business or a job seeker, visit charlotteworks.com.